Good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the 2. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So for this video, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. I wanted to put some focus on Stardom for this video, as quite a good number of things have happened within the last couple of days to a week. Definitely with personnel changes. We got a couple of people returning from injury. A couple of titles had to be vacated. There's a lot. There's a lot going on with Stardom as it's getting close to the end of November, getting ready to enter into the month of December. So just wanted to talk about a couple of things with what's going on with World Wonder Ring Stardom. And then afterwards, I want to finish off by giving a recap on the current standings of the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League 2023 that just started yesterday. They're 2 nights in, gotten a chance to see A block matches and B block matches, so I'll do a quick recap of the current standings so far. Sound good? Okay, so we're going to start off with Stardom. So, one of the big major things that took place is a change of personnel. So, changes with Bushiroad Fight, as the representative director and president of Katsuhiko Hirata will be retiring from this position and will be replaced by Taro Okada. That's right. Taro Okada, as of December 1st, so right around the corner, will be the new president of Bushiroad Fight. So, out with Hirata-san and with Okada-san. So, interesting. So, shout out to Twitter account Himanshu Doi, who does a lot of translations. And he kind of laid down pretty much a general summary of what took place. So I'm going to read this and just to kind of give like an idea of what kind of went down. So it says, and I quote, "New Bushiroad Fight president Taro Okada vows to reform Stardom." And in quotes it says, "The situation continues to be difficult for fans to enjoy." Okay? It also says, on the 20th, Taro Okada, who will be the new president of Bushiroad Fight, which operates the women's professional wrestling promotion, Stardom, vowed to reform the organization. Just bit my tongue. On this day, Bushiroad Fight announced that President Katsuhiko Hirata would retire as of December 1st, and that Okada, the current president of Gekidan Hizoken, would be appointed as the new president. Okada will step down as president of Gekidan Hosoken on November 30th, which is next week. At a press conference held in Tokyo, Okada said, and this was the quotes, "I think that the current Stardom, to be honest, is in a tough spot. The wrestlers are fighting in press conferences, on social media, and most importantly in the ring. But I too feel that the fans are not able to concentrate and enjoy due to various concerns." He added, "I can't put my whole body on the line to improve that, but I believe that there are ways to solve various problems and make things easier for the wrestlers by taking the issue personally, whether it's through administration or management." It was also referenced back at the incident that happened with the show that took place on November 5th, and actually talked about it here. Said Stardom announced the day before the tournament that the start time for the Ibaraku Yushiku tournament, which took place on the 5th, the time had been changed from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. The sudden change in the promotion's response led to a flood of harsh comments from the fans, leading owner Kidani, that's the Bushiroad representative director, that's Takaki Kidani. And it led him to apologize in front of the fans the day of the show and before the show on Osaka, before the Osaka show on the 18th. Currently, Bushiroad Fight employees and prospective wrestlers are being interviewed by HR representatives. After explaining the progress, Okada said, in addition to the Ushiku's show, which we apologized for the inconvenience the other day, we have raised a number of other points that need improvement. We will be investigating this in order to improve it. There are some issues that can be resolved quickly and some that need to be resolved carefully. We will make an announcement after a proper internal review, so please wait. I hope that the wrestlers, staff, and fans will continue to build Stardom into an even greater promotion and contribute to the women's professional wrestling world and world of professional wrestling, said Okada. And expectations are high for his skills. And that's the end of the post. And they even have the information on Stardom's main website with a notice regarding changes from Bushiroad Fight Company Ltd. It says, of course, out with Katsuhiko Harada, who's retiring, in with new president Taro Okada. And he had made a comment on here, and it says, and I quote, this is, via translation, says, I have recently assumed the position of president and representative director, following in the footsteps of my predecessor, Katsuhiko Harada. I will utilize my many years of experience in the Bushiroad group to do my best to help Stardom grow even further. We sincerely ask for your continued patronage in the future. And Takaki Kidani, the president and CEO of Bushiroad, had also commented and said, it has been about 4 years since Stardom's business was transferred to the Bushiroad group on December 1st of 2019. Thanks to all of you, Stardom has been able to grow so rapidly. In order for Stardom to achieve further growth in the future, we will invest in more human resources than the Bushiroad group and improve our organizational strength. We look forward to your continued cooperation and support. End quotes. Quite a big move, y'all. Quite a big move. A change in, higher up personnel. I mean, this is a pretty big deal. Now, if you ask me, this is just a start. But if you ask me, a big thing with some of the issues with Stardom, for me personally, have been schedule and really just not giving the ladies, decent amount of time off in between, especially big tournaments, which word is that they are supposed to be easing up on shows during tournaments or during big tournament events. So hopefully they stick to that. Hopefully they do stick to that. But it's a start. They got a long ways to go, but they got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? They definitely got to start somewhere. I believe there was also another article. Or no. Never mind. I thought there was another article. But I know one of the things that they have been working on is expanding Stardom into other Asian territories. And as a matter of fact, they just they got a schedule for Singapore. As a matter of fact, they'll be heading to Singapore, I believe, this week. So they're supposed to be doing more events in Singapore and I believe Thailand as well. But I know that was one of the company's plans is to expand in other Asian territories. I don't know if they will eventually make their way into the U.S. or anything like that, but only time will tell. I know for me, just the scheduling, also Stardom World. They need to I really hope that it's in the plans for them to really get a better infrastructure, change the infrastructure when it comes to Stardom World. Now, we know New Japan Pro Wrestling just revamped the NJPW World streaming service and site. So hopefully they will do the same with Stardom World, because they definitely that site needs a big overhaul. You know, because there's been a lot of complaints about that streaming service. And just like I said, I feel that and of course the injury bug has hit Stardom hard. So just getting folks back healthy and just giving the talent decent amount of time off when needed, and just really a less stressful schedule. But like I said, this was a big change. This was definitely a big change. So hopefully, Mr. Taro Okada, will be able to make things better for Stardom, and continue to work on delivering a great product. I mean, that's all we can really ask for, I mean, I know I'm a fan here in the States and not, in Japan, so I can't really get a deep, close view of things. But as somebody that, is a follower of Stardom, that subscribes to Stardom World, that supports, the pay-per-views, things like that, I'm really hoping to see the company really grow and do better. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm turning this fan on. But we'll see what happens. But December 1st is right around the corner. Mr. Taro Okada will assume the position of president of Bushiroad Fight. So we'll see what happens. Okay, now there's a couple of other things going on with Stardom. So fortunately, 2 sets of titles had to be vacated due to the injuries of Tam Nakano and Natsupoi. They're not going to be back anytime soon. Like, they are literally going to be out for a while, for a good while. So because of that, the World of Stardom Championship and the Goddesses of Stardom Tag Team Championships have been vacated. Now we know that Tam Nakano was the World of Stardom champion. Natsupoi and Saori Ano were the Goddess of Stardom Tag Team champions. So unfortunately, those titles had to be vacated. It is a bummer, for sure. Definitely, it's been a bummer because Tam Nakano really hasn't had that good of a red belt run. Let's keep it real. But neither has Julia either, when you think about it. If you ask me, I think the last great legit red belt run was Shuri, and then before that, Utami Hayashishita. But the World of Stardom Championship runs for Julia and Tam Nakano weren't really that good. They really weren't. Let's keep it real. So it's a bummer to see things end like that because, injuries suck. But, best and speedy recovery for the cutest of the cosmos, Tam Nakano, and, the leader of Cosmic Angels. And then Natsupoi, which, yeah, that was definitely a bummer for her. I know she's made some appearances here and there, but she's definitely not cleared. So, Seriano and Natsupoi have to vacate the Goddesses of Stardom tag titles. But hopefully, in due time, Natsupoi will return 100%. But there is some good news. Now, I know recently we just got Starlight Kid back. Of course, she competed at the Stardom Gold Rush 2023 just this past weekend. So, welcome back, Starlight Kid. And Aphrodite. That's right. Both Utami Hayashishita and the Golden Phoenix, Saya Kamitani, will make their return. I believe it is, November 28th. I believe they'll be making their return to the ring. Yeah, November 28th. So, really good to see Utami and Saya Kamitani return to action. I am interested to see how Saya Kamitani's gonna do, because I do wonder, is she gonna tone down the high flying or whatnot? Is she gonna change her style up? I don't know, because we have to remember Saya Kamitani got injured in her first match of the 5-Star Grand Prix during that diving crossbody off the pillar where she dislocated her forearm and elbow and whatnot. So we'll see what happens, but really good to have Utami Hayashishita and Saya Kamitani. November 28th, they make their return. So that's excellent news. Definitely excellent news, especially considering they're able to come back before the end of the year. So this is good. Okay. Now with the situation with the championships, the ones that were just vacated. So, they have already made a decision with the Goddesses of Stardom Tag Championships. So, at the December 2nd show, which is Stardom Nagoya Big Winner 2023, there will be a match to decide the new Goddesses of Stardom Tag Team Champions. And we know that one of those teams will be this year's Goddess of Stardom Tag League winners, Divine Kingdom, which is Micah and Megan Bayne. So they are guaranteed that title shot. The other team has yet to be announced. Now, here's the thing. I'm not too sure what other team is going to get that shot, but I'm guessing they're going to have to do some sort of contenders match to determine who the other team will be to face Divine Kingdom. But I will say this, it should not be Aphrodite. I'm sorry. I know they're going to be returning November 28th, but they should not be getting that title shot. No. Not from just returning. No. Because I don't think that would be right. I don't think that would be right for them to, one, return, get that title shot, and lose. That wouldn't look right. Or get that title shot and win, then that would really, really make things look bad for Micah and Megan Bayne. So, I'm not sure who the other team will be, but it should not be Aphrodite. I think Aphrodite needs to, because I know Saya Kamatani mentioned that she wants a shot at the Goddess of Stardom tag titles, but not this time. Maybe down the road, but not right now. I think there needs to be some sort of match where it will determine the other contenders to face Micah and Megan Bayne. But that's just my take on it. But I really hope that it's not. I really hope that it's not Aphrodite, because they don't deserve it. They're just coming back. They don't. No. And I stand by that. Okay. Now for the World of Stardom Championship. So we already know that Suzu Suzuki won this year's 5-star Grand Prix. So what they ended up doing, because she's not going to challenge Tam Nakano because, the title's vacant, she had to relinquish it. So they awarded Suzu Suzuki with a contract. And that contract is for her to have her title shot at Stardom Dream Queendom on December 29th. Which, as I said before, doesn't surprise me that it would happen that way, because typically in the previous years, the winner of the 5-star Grand Prix would get that title shot at the end of the year in December. So, this doesn't really surprise me. Now, as far as... So, two things. One, it has been decided that at the November 28th show, that there's going to be a 4-woman tournament to determine who will be the other competitor to face Suzu Suzuki at Stardom Dream Queendom. And they've already determined the matches. So, the 4 ladies are Momo Watanabe, Ami Sourei, Mina Shirakawa, and Micah. And they've already set the matchups for this little mini tournament. It'll be Micah versus Ami Sourei, and Mina Shirakawa versus Momo Watanabe. And then the winner of those 2 matches will face each other, and the winner of that match will go on to Stardom Dream Queendom December 29th and face Suzu Suzuki. But that's not all. That is not all. Hazuki has challenged Suzu Suzuki to a match for that contract that Suzu owns at the November 28th show. Yeah. So, Suzu's putting her contract on the line against Hazuki. So, I gotta keep it real with y'all. I got a problem with this. I really got a problem with this. So, first off, I'm not a fan of Hazuki challenging Suzu for her contract. Especially not this close to the date. Because, December 29th is not that far away. It's only like a month and a few days away. It's not that far away. Personally, I don't think anybody should be touching that contract. Suzu won the 5-star Grand Prix fair and square. Let her have her title shot at Stardom Dream Queendom on December 29th. Without any sort of other shenanigans, let her have her title shot. She earned it. She won a long round-robin tournament to win it. Let her have her title shot. Also, if you ask me, I would rather have Hazuki in this tournament instead of Ami Sourei. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Ami Sourei. I'm a fan of Ami Sourei. You know, I've loved her since she started in Stardom. Since she, you know, made her debut for Stardom. I'm a fan of Ami Sourei. But I really feel like she's not red belt ready. Or really should be in the red belt picture. Now, I'll admit she's a former future Stardom champion. Former Goddess of Stardom tag team champion. You know, the new eras with Mirai. But personally, I would rather see Ami Sourei in the Wonder of Stardom title picture. That's just me. I don't think she's red belt ready. Micah makes sense. Micah I can understand. I definitely could see Micah in this picture, you know, with what she's been able to do, so makes sense. Momo Watanabe makes sense. And Mina Shirakawa makes sense. Personally, if you ask me, I think Natsuko Tora should be in this tournament. I think instead of 4, I think there should be 8. You know, I think Natsuko Tora should be in this tournament. Who else? I think Azumi should be in this tournament. I wouldn't be against Koguma being in this tournament. You know, I just feel like more than 4. Like, I would have gone with 8 personally, but I do understand that they're trying to get another contender as soon as possible. So I get it. I do get it. But if you ask me, I don't think Suzu should be touched, and I think Hazuki should have replaced Ami Sourei. Like I said, no shame, no love lost towards Ami Sourei. You know, I'm a big fan of Ami Sourei. But I think Hazuki deserves to be in this tournament more than Ami Sourei. I really do. But we'll find out Suzuki's opponent for Stardom Dream Queendom by the end of the show of November 28th, which will be at Korakuen Hall. So yeah, Ami Sourei versus Micah, Momo Watanabe versus Mina Shirakawa. The winners of those two will face each other, and the winner of that will face Suzuki for the World of Stardom Championship at Stardom Dream Queendom. That's December 29th. Okay. Let's see. And there have been some matches made. There's been a few matches made for the upcoming December 2nd Nagoya Big Winter Show. Nanae Takahashi returns, and she's going to have a UWF Rules match herself against the Scandinavian Hurricane, Alice Inc. So, just like that, she's thrown into another UWF Rules match. So that ought to be interesting. Tekla will get her shot at May Sarah for the High Speed Championship as well. So that'll be May Sarah's second defense. And Julia will defend the NJPW Strong Women's Championship against Azumi. So that match has been made official as well. So got 2 title matches there. So that should be cool. And I noticed that for their upcoming November 23rd show, Megan Bayne is going to have a singles match with Suzu Suzuki. That's big. Just on a regular show. Megan Bayne, somebody that has only had like one singles match in Stardom, which was the title shot against Tam Nakano that she wasn't able to win. So I believe this is her second singles match since coming to Stardom. And she's got to face Suzu Suzuki. That should be good. That should be really good. That should be good. And then Saya Ida will take on the Scandinavian Hurricane, Alice Inc. So, who knows? I guess Alice Inc. may be around for a bit. Looks like she's going to be around for a bit. You know, I'm down. I'm down. But no, that's good. That's good. And shout outs to New Japan Pro Wrestling Global for making it possible for members of Team NJPW to purchase tickets for Stardom Dream Queendom. Thought that was really cool. I wish I could go. I would love to go, but tickets are expensive. I wish I could go. But yeah, so like I said, quite a couple of things going on with Stardom. You know, change in personnel. You know, they had to make some decisions about how they wanted to settle the vacated titles. You know, the Goddess of Stardom tag titles and the Red Belt. So, you know, this is good. This is good. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see how this goes. But, yeah. Should be good. Okay. Before we transition to the World Tag League, here's a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Game Beauty. Check them out. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akideris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heat Wave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves limited edition makeup collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Alrighty, so the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League 2023 just got started just this past Monday. They are 2 nights in. We've had some A block matches and some B block matches already underway and in the books. So wanted to take a moment to go over the current standings as of night 2 of how this tournament's been going. So let's go ahead and get started with the A block. Alright, let's check it out. So, starting off, we have 4 teams that have wrestled their matches but were on the losing end, starting off with a record of 0-1. And that is, those teams are Chaos, United Empire, Chaos, United Empire, Bullet Club War Dogs, Gates of Agony. Okay? Let's start off with the Gates of Agony. Gates of Agony, that is Bishop Khan and Toa Leona from AEW and ROH. They're, 2/3 of the current ROH World 6-Man Tag Champs. But yeah, 0 points, 0-1 record. They had the match against TMDK, which they lost to. But, they're just starting off. Not bad for their first match, but resulted in a loss. But we'll see how they're able to, if they're able to bounce back ASAP. But they open up with a loss to TMDK. Okay. Bullet Club War Dogs. Alex Conglin and Gabe Kidd. Of course, they are former NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Champs. They got off to a rough start. 0-1, losing to the team of Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa. So, rough start for them. But we'll see if they can bounce back soon. Okay. Next up, United Empire's Great Okan and Hanare. Also 0-1. They eat their first loss to the combo of Shota Umino and Ren Narita. Which was a tough match. Really, really tough match. I actually enjoyed it. But they were on the losing end. But I think they'll bounce back. I think they'll definitely bounce back. I could see them winning their next match. And then Chaos of Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano. They lost their opening match to House of Torture, which, of course, House of Torture had to use shenanigans. So, not surprised there. But, yeah. Sucks to see, because I can't stand House of Torture. But yeah, those are the teams that have eaten their first loss. And then we got 4 teams that have gotten their first win and open up this tournament with a 1-0 record. And grabbing 2 points, which are Shota Umino and Ren Narita, TMDK, Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa, and House of Torture. So let's look at Kaito Kiyomiya and Ryohei Oiwa. Of course, Kaito Kiyomiya from Pro Wrestling Noah. Open up 1-0 with a victory over Bullet Club War Dogs. So they were able to win by countout, actually. So pretty interesting finish there. But hey, it counts. It all counts the same. Alright, House of Torture, which is Evil and Yujiro Takahashi, they got the victory over Chaos to open this tournament up. Boo! House of Torture. Okay, TMDK off to a good start. Shane Hayes, Mikey Nichols, 1-0 as they opened up with a victory over the Gates of Agony. So, good start for them. And then the newly formed team of Shota Umino and Ren Narita are 1-0, picking up a big victory over United Empire. So they just formed their team and off to a good start so far. But like I said, it's still very much early. Still very early. Like I said, the finals isn't until December 10th. So they still got a while. All right, let's move over to the B block. Okay, for the B block, so the teams that have opened up with a loss, 0-1, 0 points, are Bishamon. Let's see. Justice the King, Yoda Tsuji and Zadokan Jr., and Bullet Club Rogue Army. Those are the 4 teams that open up with losses. Let's take a look at Bullet Club Rogue Army, which is Bad Luck Fale and Jack Bonza. They open up with a loss to Monster Sauce. This was my first taste of Jack Bonza. He alright. I don't know that much about him, but he's alright. I can definitely see the pairing with him and Bad Luck Fale. So it makes sense. But they open up with a loss. Yoda Tsuji and Zadokan Jr., which apparently Zadokan Jr., I believe, was from CMLL. But yeah, he was revealed as the partner for Yoda Tsuji. But they open up with a loss to Just 5 Guys, which I was kind of surprised. I was a little bit surprised. I did not think they were going to lose their first match. But hey, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Okay, the team of Justice the King, Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki, which, they started off with some shoving. They lost their first match against the CMLL team of Soberano Jr. and Atlantis Jr. So, will Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki get on the same page? Remains to be seen. And then, surprisingly, Bishamon, the current IWGP Tag Team Champions, eat their first loss in their first match of this tournament against Gorillas of Destiny. Pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. But hey, in tournament season, anything can happen. Not even the top team is safe. So, this is just proof of that. And then, we had 4 teams that were able to get on the board in their first match with a win. Those teams were Gorillas of Destiny, Just 5 Guys, Soberano Jr. and Atlantis Jr., and Monster Sauce. Let's take a look at Monster Sauce. That's Lance Archer and Alex Zane. Off to a big, strong start with a victory over Bullet Club Rogue Army. Lance Archer and Alex Zane, they've been teamed up for a while. They've been teamed up for a good while. I like the combo. And, I think it's going to continue to work for them. But yeah, way to see them open up with a victory over Bullet Club Rogue Army. Alright, Team CMLL of Soberano Jr. and Atlantis Jr. open up with a big victory over Justice the King to start this tournament off. So good to see them on the same page, because if I remember correctly, they are a face-heel team in the CMLL. So I find that kind of interesting, but I think that's what they're known for in that company. So yeah. But hey, they open up with a win in this tournament. All right, Just 5 Guys of Taichi and Heatstorm Yuya Uemura opening up with a big win over the newly formed team of Yoda Tsuji and Zadokan Jr. So good to see Taichi and Yuya Uemura off to the same page. Of course, they're part of the same faction, so that helps. But good stuff for Just 5 Guys. Taichi and Yuya Uemura opening up with a victory. And then the current NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Champions, Gorillas of Destiny's Hikuleo and El Phantasmo, opens up with a big victory over IWGP Tag Team Champion Bishamon. Like, I was pretty shocked. Because, of course, Bishamon, Yoshihashi, Hiroki Goto, which I know Hiroki Goto returned from injury. You know, I know he was out for a while. So it's good to see him back. But, yeah, just tough loss for Bishamon, but a huge victory for Gorillas of Destiny. You know, two tag team champions, two tag team champion teams going at it. So I thought that was, you know, really great match. Really great match. Okay, so let's see the next upcoming matches for both blocks. So let's see. Today's the 21st. So it looks like the next set of A block matches will be on November 23rd, which that's Thursday. Wow, it's Thanksgiving Day. So let's see what we got. We got Shota Umino and Ren Narita versus Bullet Club War Dogs. Okay, that should be good. Let's see. We got House of Torture versus TMDK. That should be a good battle. We have, let's see, what's this team? United Empire versus the team of Kaito Kiyomiya, Ryohei Oiwa. That should be good. And let's see. Gates of Agony will take on Chaos. Ooh, okay. That could probably go either way. But I'm very curious to see how that TMDK versus House of Torture matchup's going to go. I'm going to have my eye definitely on that one. But those are your upcoming matchups for the 23rd of November. And then, let's see, B block. So the next set of matches for the B block will be November 24th. So that's Friday. Let's see. We got Just Five Guys versus Gorillas of Destiny. Oh, that should be good. Should be really good. We have Yota Tsuji Zadokan Jr. versus Justice the King. That should be an interesting matchup. Let's see. We got Bishamon versus Monster Sauce. That should be really good. I'm actually looking forward to that one. Bishamon and Monster Sauce. That should be really good. And then, let's see, we got Bullet Club Rogue Army and, Team CMLL of Sobrano Jr. and Atlantis Jr. Ooh, that should be a good match. That should be a really good match. So, yeah, got some good matchups to look forward to next up in the tournament for the A block and for the B block. But, of course, you know, when it comes to each block, you know, Block A, you know, definitely a part of me is really rooting for, like I said, I like the combination of Shota Umino, Ren Narita. I like that combo. United Empire as well. TMDK as well. You know, I'm not crazy fans of Gates of Agony, but, you know, part of me kind of wants them to do good because, you know, they're an outside of New Japan Pro Wrestling team. So, kind of want them to do good. So those are teams that I'm kind of rooting for in the A block. And then in the B block, definitely Bishamon, because, you know, I love Bishamon. Especially I'm a big Hiroki Goto fan. Monster Sauce, definitely have my eyes on Monster Sauce. Team CMLL as well, Sobrano Jr., Atlantis Jr. I am curious to see if Yuji Nagata and Minoru Suzuki can coexist. So, as far as who I think is going to win this tournament, that's tough. It's really tough. I'm not even so sure who I believe will come out of the B block and the A block. Like, it's still too early. Still too early. So I gotta see how this looks about halfway into the tournament before I really give my thoughts on that. But yeah, not a bad start to this tournament. And like I said, shout out to the new NJPW World streaming service and site. You know, the new look. I think it's nice. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this video. Don't forget to check out the link in the description for Game Beauty. And also, let me know what your thoughts are on the recent changes with Stardom. How do y'all feel about Mr. Taro Okada as the new president of Bushiroad Fight? How are y'all feeling about Tam Nakano and Saori Ano Natsupoi having to relinquish the titles? Do you agree with the solutions that they're doing to pretty much fix the whole vacant title situation? Do you agree with those solutions? And how do you feel about the return of Aphrodite? And let me know how y'all are enjoying the World Tag League. What you think of the matches so far? And if you have predictions, let me know who do you think will make it out of the B block and the A block, and heck, who do you think will win the whole tournament? Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take care. Peace.